very close to having one of these grand finals where Liquid will be remembering it potentially as the grand final where 2 rounds, if 2 rounds had gone different, that could have been ours. But let's see, right? It is this 4th map of Mirage. It's the map pick of Furia. They've got a T-side start to open up with.
Heading over towards B as well, 2 sets of nades, Art and Vinny. A kit on Stewie here though with a smoke, but yeah, it's a fast one at that as well. 3 members here from Liquid.
Oh, the double car, plus that baiting on short. Grim's going to die, but are they ready for a lead? He's tucked in at the car with a headshot, make it almost 2, not quite going to get it. Finally, Queserato gives him some face, and Vinny will take Allegiance off, but that leaves him in a clutch. Back he goes. I like the reset. Even if you recommit to B later in the round, just stalling here by a few seconds can make Liquid doubt themselves and over-rotate. But will it be an over-rotate? Because Vinny's left the B-bomb site. It's going to try and come through middle instead. Both CTs at catwalk. Vinny can walk into con with very little warning for Liquid.
We say that. Stewie's peeking it though. Maybe expecting Venus to be going from underpass instead, but not expecting that for sure. P250 to your dome.
He didn't spot Fallen on the drop either. Fallen knows it's a triple plant. He knows he's got him tucked in. He's going to walk up. Vinny's missing all these timings. It could not get more uncomfortable for Vinny, but he has snuck to the back of the site. Fallen, does he jump up at the boxes? He certainly can. And Big Daddy Fallen is here to play. Liquid with the pistol round. And it looked like theirs from the get-go. Vinny certainly gave it a go in that clutch.
Yeah,
and it won't be his today.
The pistol issues continue from Furia. We had the stats man, Richard.
Yeah. And it was timings that Fallen hit perfectly. Dead to begin this round. That is one of the hero guns removed from play.
Also, Harry, while you're there, and while we're talking about stats, interestingly enough, and this even includes the maps we've had so far in this final, the gulf between these 2 teams in terms of utility usage as a team is pretty vast. The average damage per round dealt by HE, grenades, molotovs, and incendiaries. So the ADR, 26.8 for Liquid compared to 15.8 for Furia. And the flash assist time is also 0. Oh, sorry, flash assists overall in total, 0.32 for Liquid. Almost half for Furia, 0.17. So currently, Furia are being flashed out and burnt and blown out by Team Liquid this tournament.
But they have to be winning somewhere, since obviously they're still here and they managed to get maps off. So maybe I'm guessing for Furia, they're better in the trade game, potentially. Maybe in the situations 4 versus 5 even.
Can address that as well. Yes. Currently, they are the best team at the tournament.
They're being spotted on the cross. Jungle player needs to be aware. Fallen's going to turn. Even the air ramp player is getting a bit caught out there, but finally killing Fallen. He was getting rushed from Connector. He didn't know where to look. Footsteps from either side, but it's back of the site where Liquid keep this round intact. Vinny with a nice kill.
Nah, mate, give me the AK again. I'm Art for crying out loud. But he's let Junior have it, and that's good of him. I think the last thing you want is to, like, hamstring Junior's start to this map. He's going to prove to be an important component. Yuri with the A site opener, and the only man that was actually in the bomb site now removed. We're looking at Fallen to try and land some shots on these crossing players. It's never going to be easy. But there they go into his crosshair. The first opportunity goes awry, and the flash, while it looked like it was going to be big, Vinny and Yuri obliterate the CT push. Queserato, in the meantime, was out on B. Liquid looking uncertain as to what they want to do in the 2-on-3. I imagine it will just end up being a save, and yeah, that does look to be the case.
Yeah, I'm sure the call came in. They're low. Attacked a couple.
Yeah, so they're like looking optimistically, hoping.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate for a Legion. Was it NAF coming from CT as well, right? Like the high flash was perfect. 2 kills on a platter. And just some missed shots really coming from Liquid. Furia react very quickly. Right, Furia don't react. They will eventually die there, but Quick response on the board.
I mean, one of the other things that suck.
Stewie going to go back for more, and he does do a little bit more damage this time around. Molly traps Yuri, who will just try and escape. That won't work. And so a man up, Liquid can concede mid if they want. You already see a Liege backing out of the connector. Liquid taking real estate elsewhere. They've pushed Palace. They've got a lot of info. And this flank from Grim, if it does activate...
Am I crazy? I'll talk about it in a sec. Sorry, Hugo, I didn't want to cut you off there, and I did.
You did.
Grim.
And you are crazy,
out
but that's fine.
Through T-Sport. Timing's
flank.
everything on this rap, but it could be like the defining play in the round. It's going to make or break it for Liquid, I can tell you that much. Oh,
no way. Oh,
no, Junior.
Unlucky.
It was nearly so good, but Grim dropping the bomb, traded after one. You know it's the A commitment at this point in time, and Liquid are just waiting with everybody back in CT. Molly's a little shallow, and so Fallen is allowed to stay alive here. They swing as 3, and it's all left on to ARP. His teammates brushed aside like it was nothing, and it's just him now to try and pick up the pieces. The site falls. Liquid, they can just get on this now. There's nothing ARP can do about it. I mean, he can spam, he can try and wall bang them. I don't want to be relying on that to win the round, though.
Even seeded A really well there. They just tucked in CT when Grim was flanking. They didn't give Furia any more picks. Even though Grim only gets 1-for-1, it causes enough problems.
That's what I was going to mention as well. It's a different setup for Liquid. 2 rounds ago, we had a mid setup there. We had Grim solo active playing A, but last round it was a bit of a different. We had 2 mid and 2 A setup, allowing Grim to go aggressive. This time around as well, this starts off actually with a round.
Oh, and the bomb's coming back as well. Everyone's rotating. Elite just taking that time, or downtime rather, to peek middle and find Vinny out under. Okay, Art, that's unreasonable, and Fallen will at least dish out a bit of revenge. The flash is good as these T's come through the ramp smoke. Fallen's jumped it, he spotted it, he's flashing Elite back in. There's still another under player to worry about, and Furia is still down a man.
Yeah, K-Serati might find himself responsible with a lot of this round now coming up through connector. The wrap is well timed, and he's dealt with a Liege on the stairs. Nampa's now got a lot to worry about here, trying to hold them back from taking jungle, and he does
the game. And he's always putting up kills on the CT side. So
and different playstyles as well. We talk about right. Fall a little bit more defensive. He can go aggressive, but Stewie, you're right. You kind of know what to expect from him. He likes to go aggressive, likes to take fights. Fallen instead, he stands stick. He still gets these entries, but a little bit more in defensive positioning. Stays alive. He's really good at.
Oh, K-Serato's gotten deep, and Yuri is chasing them through smoke.
This is a really cool Furia. Now they're all low. It's a really cool Furia round. They just walk the site, so Liquid, they're not quite aware that Furia are actually taking over so much map control, but we have 2 more low Furia members, only really Junior with a lot of HP, but I say that trades are here. Oh my god, it's all down to NAF all of a sudden.
Flank is in. Oh, if that hit, I would be screaming.
All right now, all right, nasty, let's get it. Here he is. Oh, Yuri.
It's that second wind for Furia, right? Although you can't buy this one. But it's a slow start. But now they've broken Liquid's money.
I think keep an eye on Fallen as well, right? We talked about him a lot. You were just saying out like it's great that we have this consistent AWP player in the team. He's been doing a great job over towards CT. But the reason why you want to keep an eye on him even more than that is for the kind of comparisons that can be drawn between him and Junior once we get into that second half, right? Fallen, I think, has already had a great deal of impact from Ticket. So it'll be interesting to see, compare and contrast how Junior stacks up there when he gets onto the second half.
Love this play from Liquid at least. Eco round, so we gamble, stack B. Gonna be the wrong call though. Furia making their way up towards A. And he's just 1 eco, so maybe if you're Liquid here, once the bomb goes down, you might be on a bit of a chase for some weapons. They're making their way at least. Let's say had they known that FURIA members would have been completely broke and they didn't want to give anything away, you could still be seeing a save, right? Just so even if it is just an AK, it's still money that FURIA is making here by every kill.
See, I would love to see Junior given like a little more onus to try and take opening fights. It's a common kind of, you know, thing that we spoke about. This is never going to work. Well, they did work on it. They did, and now it's one of the most exciting, explosive, and like unique styles of Counter-Strike that exists, and it is one that Art's been able to get down pat. So I've got full faith in him figuring something out.
Huge trade for Fallen there. Now this A play is coming in, but Lee just dealt with the con player as he often does. It's all coming down to ramp, and FURIA have been locked out by a smoke. They send QUARTO to re-aggro Palace, but you'll notice 2 players of FURIA are running out of this bomb site. Is it going to be another mid-split, try and end back on A, or will they just be going fully round the world? QUARTO, whatever they're doing, is going to be joining them. Retaking middle. CTs realize, peek through the window, Elige has got the spot, Stewie's got the kill. Orb tries to trade, but they won't give Junior the satisfaction. If you want to win this round and not save your guns, you've got to go B now.
Yeah, but, you know, do they want to give it a go? That's the big question. That's the $1 million question.
Doesn't look like it, right?
Because if they do save, you know, they're buying up next round. They're fine with that. So it will just be the decision to hold on to these guns. It's, you know, while it still lets you have a buy in the next round, you need to think about both sides here. For Liquid, they get a very, very nice round away.
But as Harry pointed out, even with the previous round for Liquid having 4 members alive, gives them the ability to rebuy every round with tasks to set up nades, even the not potentially having the pressure of being forced on an eco right off the bat.
Look at that.
And there's so much damage, even with the rounds where FURIA has won, there's so much damage being done here, right? To Richard's point, with the utility, a lot of chip damage at the same time. When we do see FURIA win rounds though, yeah, it is a little bit scrappy, right? Trade games on point. And
Robin, look at this. Junior is about to die in the as far as FURIA know, there is physically no way that Elige can be in this position. And yet there he is, shooting Junior in the back. This all stems because earlier on in the round, Elige and Fallen played like a little interesting buddy system kind of setup, where Fallen gives fake information in middle, trying to bait them into Elige. Elige gets all this top mid control and then just keeps going on his merry journey in through T-spawn. And so he ends up in between, like, you know, the 2 sections of FURIA, the guys in middle and the guys at ramp. And he wins the round by just dropping the bomb. That's a really feels bad man moment for Junior, man. He's just holding on to ramp. He doesn't think.
CTs are all here, 3 here. Grim's inside, under the balcony. Everyone else smoked off, smoked out, cut out of the round by this utility, and we've got the wall of smokes down on this A side. Grim waiting for the flashes, and he explodes. Elige helps out with a double. Grim joins him with 2, and it's only Junior left at ramp. It's about delaying the inevitable, taking down a couple of CTs with you. It's got Stewie, but I don't think Grim's anywhere near. They molly Cat on such an early timing. That's a big Molotov for Stewie, and he's actually going to rotate off the back of it. Grim's won his A fight. FURIA, forget the split. You may as well go wherever you want.
I love that play from Liquid. They know that they've lost mid, right? They know that there's more than 1 player there, so they make the decision, let's push A ramp. Let's take some map control back. It's not just Grim there, right? It's also Elige actively taking it over. Looks like a bit of a face setup here, so they have full control of A bomb site. They are more than fine with giving FURIA this site and connector at this point. They have A ramp, they have CT spawn, they have the A bomb site and B. Very quiet. Good position to be in here for Liquid. The only thing you want to be mindful of is the rotates. I say that NAF going for a bit of an information play. Elige goes down in the process as well. Bit of a caster curse here going on. All seems to be falling apart here now. This goes at the back of Liquid trying to go for a bit of information play, right? They're fishing for some information, not really knowing where FURIA is. I say that, at least they're a one-on-one now though. We've asked for so much for Junior.
They know he's AWPing. Grim doesn't
Can he
want to give him
deliver?
a swing. Ollie, Junior's got to go. 20 seconds. Is he going to run B or wait for the fight to come to him?
Pan out. Here it is. In they go. Ooh, Naf, they know you're
what?
here. It's no secret. Yuri and Vinny are good for the
Here we
openers.
go.
The B players worked wonderfully. It's a save for Liquid. 4 on the board for Furia. And what I was just about to say, Robin, sorry for cutting you off a moment ago. I was going to say, I feel like there was maybe a bit of a miscommunication in that round prior to last. Because the more I was thinking about it, they get the B kill, there's Stewie and Grim left standing, and they kill Stewie on A, and then everyone starts to run into A, but hadn't Grim already got a kill earlier at ramp in that round with a Liege?
Exactly. So they do a gamble, right? I think you can even see that in the replay, but they're worried about ramp still, right? Grim has obviously moved since then. I think they are expecting that, but maybe they've also expected Grim to make his way up to mid, right, from T-spawn. Didn't want to go through connector then, right, run into him from mid, for example. So, but absolutely, right, I think the one thing we can give Furia is at least they
With T-half, I had to begin a comeback. You know, the money does just feel kinda there. You know, you can't just have it torn away like you can on the CT side.
Yeah, it's what people talk about on Dust 2, for example. That's why Dust 2 is notorious. You tend to see a lot of teams starting CT side, and it's for exactly that fact, right? Because Dust 2 is just so momentum-based and also economy-based. So you absolutely rather be going for that comeback on that T side rather than, you know, the comeback is real and then all of a sudden you just find yourself saving, right, 3-4 weapons every round. 11-4 in favor of Liquid.
Welcome back to the grand final, and Furia are about to find out that when it comes to winning this RMR, this map can either be an oasis of opportunity or but a fleeting mirage.
Lovely stuff here, Richard. See if we have Furia have opted for a 5-man armor setup, no kits. Let's be mindful of that. Furia does not want the bomb to go down here, and if they do, it have to be a quick retake. Case Rado here, and spotting Grim. Oh,
what a shot. And that's all Liquid wanted, right? They were ready to explode B. They were checking under before they did. Art won't get checked. Oh, he fires early, though. And Stewie just flying around the corner. Trades a... Well, I say trades. A Liege dodged just about.
I don't know how a Liege
Not sure.
that.
He's made his Sterner stuff. 3 health. Retake on. You mentioned no kit. Well, that's going to be a problem.
Oh, a big problem indeed, right? 3 on 5 retake. No kit. No utility. You need everyone to win their engagements. And while Yuri's won his, Junior having to go and do some heavy lifting is also cut down. So Yuri, last guy.
We're essentially hoping for that gamble to pay off, right? Rounds like these, especially when you're on the back foot like this, 12-4, all you want to probably do is buy on that second round. But that could also be very dangerous, right? That's how you get the 16-4 score lines.
And just while we have a moment here, guys, had a message from Twists.
One down, no one wants to make that mistake. But in playing scared and playing not to lose, could that be Liquid's way in?
This is rough for Yuri. He's trapped out on an island and dead through the smoke. Junior can't find anything on his AWP because he's smoked off in jungle. And so the bomb plant is found with it around. And now at 14-4 with no money left for Furia to play around with after this. This is very, very quickly starting to look like a done deal. You know, I said it back on Inferno. I said, well, you know, it's feeling like a different Liquid. It shouldn't happen. And then it did. But
we'll say this as well. Obviously, we've
surely from 14-4.
We've given some flag for Junior, right? Maybe not showing up. I will say this. Liquid has done a really good job in making sure he's not part of this game, right? You see, you know, the flashbangs coming in, smokes coming in. If you know that you have a defensive offer, right, at times, and you know where he likes to...
He was in the roster, but right now, they're making mincemeat out of Furia. Brazilian barbecue. And it's only getting worse by the second. Queserato loses his gun in middle. Art's got to pick it up, but can he get out? Ooh, he's down to 15. Elige just tucked in on chair. Art's got him in the corner, but the flash gives Elige an escape. Liquid just looking to tighten the noose right now around the neck of Furia. 4 kills to do it.
Yeah, I love this as well. Look, they're sneaking out through ramp. Haven't dropped any utility to like signal that they're leaning heavy over towards here, but Furia have heard the footsteps. They've seen some... Oh, they can't see noise. They've heard some noise. So they've started to stack a bunch of bodies over here, but maybe surprised by just how deep Liquid are. This A-bomb site falls apart at the seams. Different because, as I'm saying it, he's rotating away in towards me. You couldn't make it up. Vinny trying to hold on from the stairs. All right, that's a nice double. That's a nice start. He's given Furia a fighting chance. The rest of Liquid are moving in behind these smokes. We want to see a little bit more, but the numbers now flung into the balance. They're trying to fight through the jungle smoke. This is so messy. This is so wild. In case Serato dead through a smoke of his own. It's not done yet. It's not done yet, Furia. You've still got to get these two. The bomb now down. Grim and Nafly have a bit of a crossfire set up as well, and Naf is going to slam Yuri out of the round. Now just Grimithy, and here he is trying to end it all. Junior will land the shot, and so Furia keep it going for now. 20 health makes all the difference there.
Oh, finally as well.
15.
Junior gets one of these in his favor. On an SMG instead. K-Serato M4, no head armor, 1 flashbang. Art going mid by himself. It's gonna go down.
Yeah, not what he had in mind. Oh, Vinny's going to get the worst end of the stick as well. It's going to be Liquid 5-on-3. That last round may have been saved by the bell, saved by Junior. But we need another hero for Furia. Liquid going back to the A site. They're grouping for smokes. Yuri's the only guy really committed to this position. Junior's deciding to rotate, but if he goes Marky, he's again going to be left away from the action. Elige even has util to sell a B-fake if he doesn't want to come under.
Oh, he could go down here though at least. That's something for Furia.
Pulls an aid, gets pushed. And now it's up to Liquid to explode on A and end this series.
Yuri. Time is nigh. K-Serato up on the stairs to help him out, and Yuri's done well to hold on to ramp. Anything you can do to put a stop to the victory of Team Liquid. Furia are trying to do it, but Stewie and Grim might prove to be one hurdle too many. Junior is dead, and Liquid have done it. 3-1 in the grand final. They take home a first place finish here at